Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. What do you have here?
I brought you Moby Dick.
Moby Dick in the form of a comic book.
Absolutely. It's an original from 1942.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The story about Free Willy.
Well, you can call me Ishmael if you'd like. I bought the comic in order to give it to my father, who collects books on whales and whaling and Moby Dick. And once I presented it to him, he said, it's a comic. So now it's for sale. I'm hoping to get $600 for the comic. If I'm able to make a deal, then I'll go back and figure out what whaling book my dad would like.
It's pretty cool. What do you know about it?
Well, the classic comic folks decided that there would be a strong market for the classic books to be turned into the comic books to try to get the kids to perhaps want to read the actual book itself.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this here was about. Have you ever read the comic?
I have read the book. I know that the whale wins in the end still.
Yeah, it's a story about a captain who just had an obsession with this whale, and he was gonna catch this whale or he was gonna die trying. And I think pretty much everyone knows what happened in Moby Dick. He died trying.
Yes, he did.
I don't know if it's a sad story or a happy story.
I think the whale was happy.
When classic comics came around in the 40s, comic books were still a pretty new art form, but they were pretty popular. And classic comics, later known as Comics Illustrated, actually ran for almost 4 decades. I just wish I knew about them when I was back in school.
So what'd you want to do with it?
I'm trying to sell it.
All right, and what are you looking to get for it?
About $600.
I got a few questions before I fork out that kind of money. But if you have a little bit of time to hang out, I can call a buddy down and he can evaluate the comic for us.
That'd be great.
All right, give me just a minute. I'll go make a phone call.
Okay. I'm a little bit nervous about what the expert might say because it does appear to me that this comic has been well read.
It's pretty cool, but I have no idea what it's worth, so I called Paul in to help me out.
He brought this Moby Dick comic in, and I figured you're the guy who could tell me about it.
Really cool, man. You could tell it's a first original edition, which is pretty rare, just by the 10 cent. If you have a 15 cent or blank, it's most likely a reprint.
So how collectible is this in the comic book world?
Well, this book actually has a pretty rare variant. On the regular edition, on the inside front cover, there is a letter from the editor. The other one is an interior cover that's a free promo kind of thing. That's very rare, and I've seen like 2.
Well, I didn't look at the first page, so
let's see what it says, all right? All right, this is the letter to the editor, so this is the regular one.
What kind of value would you put on it?
Overall, I mean, the colors are great. You do have some damage along the edge, the stain here, but it's a really nice book, really nice copy.
Is it $600 nice?
I think it's closer to $550 nice.
Okay, well, that's not too far off. Thanks, man.
You got it, Chumlee.
All right.
Having an original edition complete is really something that people will look out for. I think it'll be a good buy for the shop. It might take a little time for that right person to walk in, but I think it'll sell.
All right, well, after hearing everything you had to say, how much are you willing to let it go for?
Well, I know you're going to need a little bit of room, so $500.
I got to take all the risk with someone handling it and selling it and 100 different people looking at it. Would you go $350 on it?
I'd be much happier at $450.
I could do $375, but I think that's my limit on it.
Well, all right, $375.
All right, we got a deal. Just meet me right up here at the counter.
Okay. I'm selling on $375 because that does allow me to get my original purchase price back and to find a nice whaling book that my dad will enjoy.